Alright guys, this is Tom and back to another Super Robot War 30 video here. What is gonna be next? 7 officers not ready and Shiros need to be worked on now. Okay. Let's go. I got 2 over here. So, let's go. The orbit base is in visual range. That's GGG's orbit base. Those are spaceships attached to the outside, right? There's a Nagi, Sanayago, the Division Fleet, the GGG Mobile Squad, the motherships. Wait a second, I thought it got wrecked up in the Primeval War. Good eye, Yuta. After the Primeval War, were built to replace them. Then what are... After the Primeval War, the old GGG left for the Trinary solar system and never returned. Right, the GGG rebellion. I think Prime Minister Yumi has all his people working to get all that sorted out. So just hang in there, everyone. We will get the truth out there, no matter how long it takes. Well, anyway, after we reformed it into the Gutsy Global Guard, the Federation wouldn't authorize us to rebuild the second generation Division fleet. So we end up just building new models of the old ones. That's why those are the ships docked with the orbit base. The orbit basement. Now that brings me back. Have you been here before, Koji? I'm sure I have. Many times, in fact, that was 10 years ago though. The orbit base was our base of operations whenever we were fighting in space. We never have survived without it. But most of the original GGG stuff went to the Trinary solar system and never returned. But there are some familiar faces there, Koji. Welcome, Drag Cruise. That voice. This is the GGG orbit base. You are cleared to dock. Please proceed to docking port 3. I see. So Lil Hana became an operator. She is not the only familiar face you will see, but I don't want to spoil the surprise. Welcome to GGG orbit base. I'm Akamatsu, GGG's current director. Call me Chief. It's a pleasure to meet you, Chief Akamatsu. I'm Commander Mitsuba Great Valley of the Drag Cruise. Thank you for inviting us here. Some of our members cannot be here due to space constraints, but they will be listening to our vessel's broadcast system. Hey now, you have been helping us and taking good care of our kit. At least we can do is provide you some maintenance and supplies. In that case, we will accept your kind offer. Captain Mitsuba, there is no need to be so reserved. We may be under 2 different chains of command, but we both serve the Earth Federation. I'm Yang Longley, the supervisor. It's a pleasure. I would like to introduce my young promising staff. Come on guys, say hello. I'm Hana. Operator for the mobile squad. Nice to meet you all. I'm still maintenance division operator. And Hana and Ushi both work on the orbit base now, huh? Hey there, Shiro, I missed you, man. Between you, Mamoru, Kaito, and me, it's like a class reunion up here. I joined the GGG because I want to be like my brother, but Atsuno did it to be closer to Mamoru. Isn't that cute? Seriously, Mamoru doesn't deserve a wife like you, Hana. Hold on, wife? But Mamoru is barely 20. And you two are already married? Wait, Mamoru, your profile didn't mention a spouse. What's going on here? Well... How are you two still embarrassed about it? You have been married for 10 years. 10 years! Okay, that can't be legal. Well, Mamoru and I aren't Earthlings, so we're not exactly bounded by Earthling laws, or family registers for that matter. You're not Earthlings? Well, that will explain your supernatural powers, if not your wedding custom. Um, this isn't exactly public knowledge, so it's not written in the report, but I'm actually from the Chinary solar system. Not that I have any memories of that time. I was sent to Earth as a newborn baby. As for me, I'm essentially a bioweapon, developed to possess the same abilities as Mamoru. Despite our origins, though, we consider ourselves to be Earthlings. I see. Sorry for having this, Captain. Only the closest friends know, and I didn't want you to get a wrong impression. It's not a problem, don't worry. Mamoru and Kaido are a comrade. That's all that needs to be said. Thank you, Captain. Honestly, I'm more interested in this story of you getting married at the age of 10. After the battle against the 31 Primeval, they were married prior to Mamoru parting the solar system for a time. These two lovebirds have always managed to create their own little world, like some kind of dividing love field or something. Shiro, not you two. I can see the captain is very curious about it, but better save it for later, Kaido. I have another operator introduced. Yes, sir. Perhaps some other time, Captain. I look forward to it. My name is Hinoki Sai. Research Division Operator. I'm a field guide, so I'm also a reserve head diver for Gagago. You mean you'll be wearing the same pilot suit as Mamoru and Kaido? Your thoughts only. You're a drilling, man. The dive suit is the device that records and monitors the head diver's physical status. As a biomedical engineer, I will have you know that it is a necessary piece of equipment for a dive. So I will ask you to refrain from leering. Can't say I don't get you, but you heard the lady. Let's try not to anger her longtime boyfriend. Alright? Whoa, you two are still dating? I guess. You two are made up for each other. Hinoki and her boyfriend have been working part-time for me for a long time. Sometimes I feel like I have an additional son and daughter. His daughter? The chief's real daughter has been in a coma for years. I think maybe that's why he treated Hinoki with extra care. Alright, that's enough chatting. The reason I've called the directors here is not just in regard to the transfer of Gagago, but to request the cooperation with Project Z. Project Z? As you know, the Gutsy Global Guard is the successor to the Gutsy Galaxy's Guard. We have been told that members of the Gutsy Galaxy Guard are stranded in the Dynasty universe. Exactly. But we are working on a plan to rescue the Braves, and that plan is Project Z. No kidding, there's a way. I've heard the universe there predates the Big Bang 15 billion years ago. It's going to be a very difficult, but we won't deny that, but it's not impossible. After all, Mamoru and I made it back to Earth crossing those 15 billion years. The two children the Braves of GGG sent back. So it was the two of you, as I thought, yes. People say that the new Braves of the GGG Mobile Squad inherited the souls of their precedents. The predecessors, but they don't know how right they are. The events that took place in the Trinary solar system were strictly confidential until very recently. I bet the federal government guys blushed real hard when they realized they were being saved by the same people they labeled as traitors. But it was alien technology that allowed Mamoru and Kaido to cross that 15 billion year gap, wasn't it? There's no way we can replicate that on our own. There is a way, the power. Power? a super energy that existed within Jupiter. But I have heard it was deemed impossible to control. It's true, it is without a question a destructive force. Z Master, the master program entity controlling the Zonda metal, brought about its own destruction because it was unable to control the power. But when the 31 Primevals tried to drop a giant asteroid on Earth, the power sent it away, back in time. Specifically, it was sent 65 million years in the past and ended up being the cause of the extinction of the dinosaurs. In the other words, the power is both a destructive force and an energy capable of crossing through time. So that's why you believe it to be the key to open the gate to the trinary solar system. We, the new GGG, have a duty to protect the Earth, but we also want to save the old GGG. As for the success of Project Z, we believe that we should go to Jupiter and do some research. That's where we come in, I assume. It is certainly a plan with too many risk factors to count. I know that you can't simply note and take on our request, but on the contrary, we will be happy to assist you. Huh? There would be no greater honor than to be part of the plan to rescue the brave who saved the Earth. While this is my answer as the main authority of the directors, I believe mine is the feeling shared by the entire team. You said it, Captain. That's the head of the directors for you. Alright then. As soon as everything is ready, we will initiate a joint operation between GGG and the directors. With the inspection of Jupiter on the schedule, Project Z is now fully in motion. Mamoru Kaido. This is great. Yeah, thanks, Shiro. The goal still lies beyond our sight, but this is definitely a big step in the right direction. But there is still one major problem. Sometimes the colossal shadow has been reported as appearing on Jupiter. And Project Z cannot progress until we confirm this shadow's nature. Some members of our team fought alongside members of the old GGG, while others look up to them as heroes. I promise you, we will do our utmost. Just so you know, you're not the only ones who want to rescue Guy, Mikoto, and everyone else. Allow it. What are you doing here, and what's that with that uniform? Didn't you know has joined the GGG? She's a mobile squad operator like me. And don't think I joined it just because I wanted to be closer to Kaido. I did it because I want to help with Project Z to meet them. But how do you know Guy and Mikoto? You're only 15. Oh well, that's a bit of a long story. How about we save it for another? Thank you, Chief, but there's no need to be so considerate of me. There's no need to hide that I'm a product of genetic enhancement experiment. Huh? Well, if you're sure, dear. Currently, his mother was subjected to various experiments while she was pregnant. As a result, was born with genius-level intelligence. If you're wondering what kind of genius you're talking about, you should know that she wrote Gal Qui-Gar's Final Fusion program at age 5. Pardon? Gal Qui-Gar. That was the fighting mechanoid. The guy Shishio piloted after Gal Qui-Gar. If I remember right, Prince Galleon. Gal Qui-Gar's core machine left with me for the trinary solar system. The world in need a new kind of brave. I say, you must have met Guy while Mamoru and I were away from the Earth. One day I suffered a bit of head trauma, and I ended up forgetting what happened back then. But in a twist of irony, it was Violet's recent kidnapping that made me remember. I'm so sorry. Oh, did it sound like I was looking for Betty? Well, I'm not. I'm glad my memories are back. Because now I get to contribute to Project Z. And as an added bonus, I get to be closer to Kaido. Alright, I get it. But don't stick so close to me. But Kaido. What's going on? Multiple hostiles approaching orbit base. Z0 particles detected. They are societal Zelda robots. Is it Bionet? Are they straight out picking a fight with GGG? Not to mention, right in the presence of the Dragoon. The orbit base is an invaluable asset for all of mankind. Chief Akametsu, we will deploy at once and defend you. Thanks a bunch, Captain Mitsuba. A brave allies, comrade. Shiro. Hold on. YouTube. Pokemon 30. Man, I can barely use anyone. I have a bunch of level 30 and 20 a week. Elgagar. Spam you. I don't know. Gotta hand it to those Bionet nuts. They're pretty brave to attack the impregnable orbit base in the open like this. I'll have to ask you to refrain from using the term brave to refer to them edge. Societal zone the robots inbound. How many of them are there? Here they come, guys. That's quite the army for a mere criminal organization, but not enough to pose a real danger to the orbit base. And that's when we aren't around. They're in for a beating. They're never gonna forget. Bionet will pay dearly for their recklessness. All units, eliminate the enemy force as soon as possible. Project Z is almost ready. I won't let anyone stop us now. Hang in there, guy. Everyone, we'll be there soon. Let's drop the part. Project Z, the mission to rescue the brave. You can't call yourself a man if this doesn't excite you. Oh. Guys, Shishio, and Chichichi. For those like me who had to endure Britannia's tyranny, the word bravery was like a lifeline. Project Z. If there is anything I can do to help them, I will do it. Do your best, Mamoru Kaido. Will do, Hannah. Today we're especially fired up. We won't let anyone interfere with Project Z. Are they gonna have any reinforcement? To be honest, this is not a whole lot of stuff. According to GGG's reports, there seems to be no rhyme or reason to violate recent activities. This attack is yet another example. Why would they attack the orbit base like this? This makes no sense. 4K. Mamoru Kaido, we're going to do this. We're going to save Guy and all the rest of our friends. I can't wait to show them that we have become brave warriors just like them. Oopsie. 25. Anything that does. Ouch. Oh, come on! I hate the shield. Uh, Hang on a little longer, guy. Those kids are working so hard to rescue you, and so are we. We're gonna smash that 15 billion year wall with our combined bravery. Hmm, I'll give it to Shiro, I guess. Alright, Shadow Maru. Alright, who's getting the kill? We've confirmed the elimination of the Bionet units. Now, that's what I called an easy victory, Captain. Captain, as Mamoru and Kaito have said, Bionet actions are simply too confusing. This is bothering me. Really? This is it? This is all? Good work, everyone. I have read the report, but damn, you guys are the best, the strongest, they're freaking awesome. I feel that's a bit excessive, but thank you for the kind words, Chief. As a show of respect, I'll be personally taking care of your unit maintenance. In other words, the Chief wants to get up close and personal with every machine in the directory. You'll have to resist the temptations for a while. First, we have to try and figure out the reason for Bayonet's eccentric behavior. So this isn't typical behavior for them. Bionet is a criminal organization. Normally, they only send the Poseidos on the robots if they have something to gain from it. But they have nothing to gain from attacking the orbit base directly. My theory is that, rather than an attempt at destroying us, this was reconnaissance. Factoring in the presence of the directors here, nothing else would make sense. I get what you're saying, but you have read the reports recently. Nothing they have been doing makes sense. I have to admit, I haven't been able to figure out the reason behind this attack myself. And maybe the loss of their leader, Dr. Thanatos, has broken the chain of command. If I may, I would like to offer a theory from the perspective of a biomedical engineer. Are you aware of the phenomena called Algernon? What now? I read about Algernon in a classified document. It wasn't very detailed, but it was described as a disease that threatened the existence of mankind. That's a good way to put it. Algernon, Algernon is a phenomenon that causes sudden death. There was an outbreak of it 10 years ago. 10 years ago. Did the Federation fail to notice this incident because it happened right in the middle of the rest of that whole mess? As stated in the document Captain Mitsuba read, At the time, it was considered a form of illness. But the truth is, Algernon is self-kill switch built into mankind's genetic code. And what now? I'm told that you have already met the Somnium. Somnium. I'm sorry, who? Pardon me, the life forms we call Batman. They refer to themselves as Somnium. Let me start again. Have you ever heard of the Gaia hypothesis? Yes, it's the idea that the ecosystem created by the mutual relationship between the planet and its inhabitants can be likened to a living being, correct? And the Somnium, the Batman, are these living creatures' immune system. So their role in this world, I mean, their role in this would be to destroy foreign substances invading the body. Then why aren't they fighting the invaders or the Wagaloo? Unfortunately, from their perspective, beings like those who are no different than dirt clinging to Gaia's skin. However, they seem to be preparing to fight against something more serious, something that's making its way deeper within the body. What would that be? That we don't know yet, but for now I can tell you that in order to draw out their true power, they must ingest something called the animus seed. Kaido says something about that, yes. Animus seeds come from flowers that only grow on the bodies of someone affected with Algernon. Well, hold on. Does that mean that Batman eat people? They're monsters? That's a biased opinion. When you think about it, we humans feed upon animals and plants in order to survive. I mean, yes, but Algernon is a necessary step required to give birth to an animus seed. In other words, we're programmed to activate it when we must stimulate the somnium into removing the contamination from the world body. When Algernon occurs, your neurotransmitters spike and you are compelled to act in an aggressive, self-destructive manner. Is it possible the entirety of BioNet is affected by Algernon? From Mamoru and Kaido's report on Dr. Tanado's behavior, it is a definite possibility. If this ends up completely destroying BioNet, I'm totally okay with that. But the point is, an outbreak of Algernon means the Somnium need to be stirred into action, which means the Earth is endangered by something that requires their presence. Ikumi, could it be? It must have to do with this Conqueror King they mentioned. Well, no use thinking about it if there's no reason to be found. Time to switch gears. GGG will keep an eye on the Somnium's movement. Meanwhile, the Dracers will keep on kicking butts of those jerks out there who hate peace. And then we can all focus on Project Z. Understood. We will look after Gagago and its pilots. Speaking of which, we would like to send Asano your way as our liaison. You mean Hannah is going to travel with us? I'm certainly not going to be the one keeping such a cute couple apart, but it's going to be dangerous. And then you will just have to protect her, won't you? Ikumi. Besides, you should be thinking about her feelings first. Mamoru, would it bother you if I came along? No way. If anything, you being there will give me all the bravery I will ever need. Oh, Mamoru. Oh, that's sweet. Though please do try to be moderate with your displays of affection on the ship. They might lower the morale of part of the crew, starting with the Echo. Captain. Then where's that Mamoru Kaido, Hana? Take care. Yes, sir. See you when it's time to initiate Project Z, Trackers. You have come. Lula. Yes. Hiragi. Here. Right. You may refer to me as the beautiful Mistral, if you prefer. Gajamadu, yeah. Tara, yes. Arhan, if you need my help to defeat the Concord King, then so be it. The Concord King is not the only obstacle we Nisomnia must face for the sake of the time of the Praetor. Of course, the source of evil must also be dealt with. Lamia. Another force seed has been produced. Amazing, darn it. If only my body could handle the strain of force evolution. Don't say that. The fact that force was produced is a sign that humanity is facing extinction. I know that, and without humans we can't get any more animal seeds. The Concord King, the source of evil, we must overcome many obstacles before we can return to the skies of Kashmir. Kashmir. So it is very much what they said. Alright, let's take a look at what Hannah does. A spirit and sheer. The cost of brave brister is reduced by 5. Spirit cost cannot be reduced to below 1. Nah, it's okay. Hawkbound 30. Let's do one more mission then. Alone in the Wild. Epsilon. Is it? I'm not really sure it's going to work. I see. Lieutenant, this is the RX-78 in replica you have assembled in your spare time. Look, it really is good enough to put into live combat in theory. The problem is, even Sandscares is developing new machines, which means the older RX is just a little too right. But our forces are painfully limited. We could do it with as many working mobile suits as we can. About that, Lieutenant, I'm told Lucy is preparing a suit for you to be picked up when we arrived at Salon. Really? My sister Stephanie wanted to do something to show her appreciation to you and all the lieutenants. Right, this is about New Hong Kong. She is not one to forget an accidental favor, I guess. New Hong Kong. Same place I met Paul. So what is this suit she's prepared exactly? I don't know the details myself. Apparently it's an Anaheim prototype model. Well, that sounds exciting. It's currently in transit to Epsilon, as I understand. I see. Then why don't we just go collect it from them? Amuro, you're really excited to try this new mobile suit, aren't you? That's not why I'm suggesting this. The Sandscare's been active around the moon lately. Alright. Alone in the Wild. I can pick up the suit on nothing more than a bad premonition, but I didn't expect I would be actually going out on this mission on my own. Some friends, Koji and Ryoma, or do you figure they would spare a minute for something like this? And then there's Camille. I can tell he's interested in what kind of suit that we're getting. So why didn't he come along to see for himself? I was sure Jonah at least would come out with me. And then Bright no better. He will have used his authority as the captain to get a couple of greener pilots to tag along. Oh hell. I guess writing this old thing out in the middle of nowhere like this has sent me straight back to my days as the runaway. Yeah, I was thinking I've grown up a little bit, but maybe all I've done is grown up. Perhaps it's because I have been a mobile suit pilot all this time, which would make it just like they said. Not that I like admitting that, but still. Let's see, according to the schedule, the Luo encoder transport should be here by now. Enemies? A tight equipped mobile suit only sense gear would make a suit like that. Now, who would have guessed that we will meet the Gundam while we are out testing the Getla? Xeon's not the only one. We hate your white suit just as much. All units, stand out. Check out the white suit. There's quite a lot of them. Going out with just the suit was reckless for me. Still, I have to get through this. I know better than anyone that mobile suit performance isn't the deciding factor in the fight. Just in case. Just as Stone Age said, this machine won't make the cut for the fight we have to face. Still, I will get through this. I won't let that be what makes this my end. It arrived. I don't know who you think you are, but if you are really going to wander in without a care, then I'll send you straight to the scrapyard. Damn, I can't protect the transport alone. It looks like that transport is with the white suit. Reinforcement. Car, is that you? I had something of a premonition, and it looks like things are exactly as I expected. Getting bailed out by you of all people. I'll hold the enemy, you go. I'm not thanking you for this. So the white suit's brand is golden shiny. Oh, you all must wear a flashy suit. Very good. Shoot at me. I won't let Umuro die to scum like you. So how do I get the high new, to be honest? Sorry it took a while, Char. So that's the suit Lua and Go were bringing. The mass production new Gundam. I thought it had ended in the planning phase, but it seems they managed to get the production. Can you fight? I'll fight. Either you or I have accomplished what we must. You're right. The main Drag Cruise force should arrive long before. Before long. We will hold the enemy on our own until they arrive. Absolutely. It's odd. I would have thought that my fixation on Umuro had left me, and yet, perhaps the light in people's heart, I saw that actually changed something. It may be the mass production model, but this is still a new Gundam. I know how to use it. Now that I'm in this, I can get through any fight. 16? What? Oh, come on. I don't really need all you guys, to be honest. Zero. Are they gonna have any? Are you okay, Lieutenant Amuro? If you're that worried, I wish you would come with me from the start. Alright, I'm very sorry. Don't worry about it too much. I just want to complain. Amuro is in one of those sulky moods. He is such a pain in the neck when he gets like this, and he is a bit too old for Bright Iron Slapper to knock him out of it, I bet. The mass production new Gundam. I hadn't realized they produced any working model. It's in good enough condition for me to fight in. Whoa, that's incredible. The two of them held off these many enemies all by themselves. Mura and Quadro. Those two really are. All units, cover for Lieutenant Omuro's group and intercept the Zensphere unit. What is wrong with these people? Who makes them all suit with tired? You don't really need to be there. Actually, I forgot to pop the port. Go ahead and keep running around, I guess. Where's the boss? Oh, over here? Okay. I lie, let's get you a kill to farm you. Oh, come on. White or not, if that's a Gundam, it will be destroyed here and now. If it's my responsibility for birthing this obsession with Gundams in people, then I must face your obsession myself. Oh, come on! What are you thinking? Oh, come on! Let's go ahead and use some support. You're frustrating some, and yet I don't know why, but their purity is hard to hate. That machine must have that female pilot we have encountered a few times and now piloting it. She's kind of scary somehow. All Sanskar units have been eliminated, so their influence extends as far as the moon now. Thank you, Char. You really pulled me out of the fire. I thought you said you were not going to thank me. I don't plan on ever forgiving you, but that doesn't mean I have to be rude. That's fine. I don't intend to ask for anyone's forgiveness anyway. I guess Char is trying to move forward too, in his own way. The Gundam and the new Gundam, I have moved forward, advanced just as the suits I pilot have. Now I want to see for myself, experience with my own body, what lies ahead. Dua and Go also provided some replacement parts for the mass production new Gundam. Thank you both, Stone Age and Chan. We can swap out the backpack on the MP new for an income setup. That's good. There's only so many people who can use fin funnels. For other pilots, the incomes will probably be a better fit. Then, have you found anything about where the Zeta Gundam and the original new Gundam are? Blue and Co are helping us look into that, but so far we haven't gotten any solid lead. Of course we haven't. And both of those suits are cut from the same clothing as Singularity 1. Singularity? A technological singularity. A Gundam that was the center of the events surrounding Laplace Park. Singularity 1 was disassembled. So we should assume both of those Gundams were treated similarly, I suppose. Don't get down, Camille. It just means that we have to win with the tools we have now. Right. It's good to see your mood improved, Omru. Oh, has it? Who knows? Perhaps I have finally given up on all my friends after being cruelly abandoned. Man, go. I'm surprised Char of all people went out there to pull your butt out of here, out of the fire. I think it means that his old obsession with me has finally ended. Maybe it has. If he's truly cast off the past, then I can respect that. And I have to do the same. I have to move forward. Not a whole lot of money, but well. I was trying to push everyone to 71st, I guess. But you know, ouch. Nothing passed over. Damn it. Let's check them all out. Increases sight based on space. Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay, yeah. So that's very much it, guys, for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed what you see today, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.